Everybody, welcome back to the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube, Pitstain Hobbies. I'm your host, Dr. Venkman. I study gaseous anomalies following malted beverage consumption, as well as mental decline in middle-aged men. Okay, that being said, we got the awesome Fanhome. Now it's Fanhome, okay? See, it even says it on some of the newer magazines. Fanhome. This is our second shipment we've gotten from Fanhome. They're coming nice and steady about every 30 days, give or take a day or two. So we got issue 11, Ecto-1. It was killing me for all that time that I was just in limbo with it. But either way, we're back on it. Stage 35 we're going to be working on. And did I put away my X-Acto blade? I was like cleaning up the workbench. I'm trying to, my friends are busting my chops that my workbench is a disaster, so I try to keep it clean. Keeping clean means putting things away. Now, when my wife put things away, I call it hiding things. She calls it cleaning up. I call it psychological warfare. This was just here. Where did it go? I cleaned up, honey. I put it away. Where? Oh, somewhere. Okay, great. If anyone else has that problem in their domestic environment, let me know in the comments below. I don't think it's just me. I hope it's not just me. Please tell me it's not just me. It makes us feel better when other people have similar problems. That's I think, a psychological fact. So step one, we're going to take, I'm not using this instruction booklet because we have Todd's fantastic website, myecto1.com. I highly suggest checking it out. It's just great step-by-step pictorial instructions. He gets details sometimes that, let's say, Eagle Moss didn't get into the manual properly, or not clear enough for some of us less mentally competent, such as myself. I'm kidding. No one's dumb. We're just ignorant sometimes. That's all. So we got our little battery tray here, 6 AAA batteries in 2 parallel circuits. So 4.5 volts and then a parallel 4.5 volts. So you get 4.5 volts, it's just more batteries for a slightly longer runtime. There we go. Some people will do something about that. There we go. Oh, I didn't get all the fallout off my workbench. I was trying to. Well, it's just random piece of, it's just like a little bit of hot glue. These gas tank straps are really, they're delicate, they're nice, and they're metal. That's pretty cool. So, oh God, the plastic tray mountain is building up once again. So we're gonna take our battery box here. Okay, we're gonna lay that feller down, and then we're gonna just put this sucker right in here, like that. That's all. There's 4 little bosses that those 4 little screw tabs stick onto. And let's see, this becomes the 2 tabs. Okay, so yeah. So that battery box becomes the locking tabs for the battery box cover. So it's important to get this in, and then 4 IP screws, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, we got that screwed in, nice and easy. And then we got to put the bottom of the fuel tank, or the top of the fuel tank on. Sorry about that. It'll really only go on one way. So there's notches here and here, and everything else only fits together one way. First thing we got to do is feed our power switch and power connector through. There we go. And then it looks like we're going to need, yeah, all the tabs, everything lines up, and then 4 more IP screws, and we'll be right back again. Alrighty, well, we got our 4 screws in there, and our power connector's coming out of there. We're just going to flip her over, and we're going to just install the battery cover now. Let's see here. There we go. Nice tight fit. And it really does look pretty much legit, like, a fuel tank of the era. So that's not bad. I like that. You're really not going to see it, but it's nice that it looks nice either way. Now, we got to do some gymnastics here. We have to get the chassis out and get that over here. So, whatever. Here we go. We'll put this here. Got some more screws there. There's our fuel tank straps, other screws. Now, here is where I recommend getting one of these things off of Amazon. Is this cheap, it's an aluminum RC car stand. It's very well built. It is pretty well. It's very solid. It'll hold some weight, and it's got a nice groove in the middle. So when you flip the chassis upside down, the transmission tunnel and drive shaft tunnel will fit right in here. So it's really nice. It's pretty stable and solid. Let's go grab our chassis, and I'll show you. Let's get you big. Oh, this sucker is just freaking massive and heavy. Oh boy. Okay. Let's take our, oh damn, nearly 3-foot long rolling chassis, and you can see the transmission tunnel, and we're just gonna layer basically right in the middle. The center of gravity now is pretty much equal, so our stand is right about here. And you know, you can rotate it, makes it easy to work on. You can just pull it wherever you want it. So that's nice. And we're gonna grab this black plate here, and there's a locating pin that goes to the back. You just kind of gotta fish it in there. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna attach that with 3 more IP screws. So now what we'll do is we'll simply take the entire car, put it on its side, like so, and then we can take our 3 IP screws and get them screwed in right here. Pretty easy. I'm going to get the other 2 in, and we'll be right back. All right, we got those 3 screws in. We've flipped it back over onto our RC car stand. I bought this RC car stand for the DeLorean build originally. I had a plastic RC car stand, and even the DeLorean, which is a lot lighter than this, it was really, really flexing that sucker to the point where I was not feeling good about it. So yeah, it's on Amazon. I could put one in the link, I guess. I probably should do all of that, like do the whole Amazon what I use kind of Amazon store. Make 50 cents here and there. Okay, so we're going to put the fuel tank in with the battery tab facing the differential, so facing forward. There are 4 locating holes right here and here and here that'll correspond to these bits on the frame. We get her on there, okay? And then we're going to put some fuel tank straps on here. And there's holes here, here, and here, and here. And we're going to put those little straps down. And unlike doing the fuel tank straps on a real car, these seem a little easier. And we're going to get 4 BM screws in here. Obviously, we're going to use our trusty Todd recommended 3-in-1 oil dispenser. I'll be right back. Okay, and she's all installed. Very, 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 very tightly, snugly installed. It's good. Nice. And that battery box lid is a super tight, snappy fit. There we go. Whew, yeah. That was probably the hardest part of the build, snapping that thing in. There we go. Our power leads that are coming out. So now we need to... Ooh, okay, not enough room to fully... This thing is so damn huge. Oh my Lord. There we go. Okay. All right, so now over yonder, okay, there is a spot for the power plug to go in. So looks like we're gonna flip this back over onto its wheels, and that should be it for 35. So there we go. Whew. Oh yeah. Oh, feel the burn. Yeah. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, gentling, carefuling here to not drop the sucker down too hard. But yeah, okay, there we go. Power cord. That's the on position 10. So let's see which side one is that way. So it's going to go this way. You can tell because you got the 2 leads on one side. That means on. And then no lead over here. That means off. That's all. There we go. There's your don't talk to me like I'm an idiot part for the video, I guess. I'm sorry. I didn't realize, actually. 2 EM screws. BM. Meh. There's the EM screws. Oh, this thing's so big. I love it. But man, she's a chunky girl. Thick. THICC, as the kids say on the internet nowadays. She thick. So we're gonna go ahead and get that screwed on in. Okay. And then one more EM screw here, and I'll be right back. 35's done, on to 36. We've got some steering wheel and other bits and pieces. I love these old school steering wheels. Big, huge, very thin spokes. Like, oh, it's metal. Oh, nice. Look at that. That's a nice looking steering wheel. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. I'm going to put that back in a little tray for now. Get this tray out of the way. Check the baggie. I've checked it for screws. We got a couple IP screws here. I'm going to take a couple of these stalks and we're just gonna shove one stalk into the other stalk. And there's a little like D flat shape there. And that's it. Those go together. I'm gonna put that aside for now. And we're gonna take this. Now this is like the fuel filler neck that goes to the fuel tank. So that's a nice little detail they put in there. Yeah, okay. To put that in, we want to be on the power switch side anyway, so that's good. We're already there, and we're just gonna flip the car over. And there's a hole right about here. And we're gonna just put her in the hole, shove her into the tank, and it pretty much holds itself in there with tension. It's a good fit. And then we're gonna come from underneath, above. Oh geez, that just sounded bad both ways. Gonna approach from above. There we go, that's more like it. Oh geez, Ian. And we're gonna throw an IP screw right in here to secure this little pipey doohickey. And come on, there we go. Okay, she's tight. And that's that. And that's it. That's all we're doing with this stage. We're gonna leave the steering wheel and little bullet nose and the stalk. We're gonna leave those aside for now, and let's just go on to 37. Dashboard. Well, the inner workings of the dashboard. Now, some of you are watching and going, how the hell did you get 37 delivered? They were out of stock until December. My order shipped like probably a week or two before that announcement was made. So I just got lucky, and I could tell this is an old Eagle Moss packaging. The newer production runs of Fanhome have this different holographic GM thing versus this GM thing. So this was apparently they the inventory sheet when they took over all the stock from Crapple Moss there, it showed that they had all these 37s. Okay, we don't really need any. Well, it turns out that that previous company was as bad at inventory control as they were at staying in business. So, there'll be some people waiting for this. I'm very sorry. If I had spares, if I already had it, whatever, if I knew where to get one, I just, it's sort of like, just hang out. It's fine. They're coming, at least. I'm at least confident to say you will get them. We got to screw a couple of these little wing parts into the back of this dashboard. So there's two, one with a notch, one without a notch. The one with a notch is going to go right here, and they kind of snap onto their little bosses, and the one without a notch is going to go right there, like that and like that. And then we're going to get a couple JP screws in here. There they are. And I'm going to put 2 in each of these, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, well that's it for 37. We're going to still have our little pedal and probably the retaining bracket for said brake pedal. So there's the brake pedal, there's the bracket. We're just gonna rehome them temporarily in the tray that has a steering wheel, the control stalks and whatnot, and move on to 38. Now we're gonna get to do something a little more complex, I believe. So now we got some wiring. Now this is the first, besides this is the first like functional wiring for the whole kit. So there we go. Slice her open and check the bag. Bag is clear. Yes, that was the sound of crunching beer cans. Sorry. It is a workshop. Beer has been consumed. Okay. Okay. All right. And we got one wire with some, well, we got a little LED light panel. Maybe that's to light up the dashboard, I'm guessing. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 switches, 5 push button switches, and one of these little, so tiny, can't, there we go. It's like a little micro switch. This is probably for the brake light activation. Now my DeLorean, it was boogered, and I didn't want to have to go into the car. Like the doctor from Cannonball Run. You know, with a syringe. Oh God, where did they dig up that guy? This will activate the brake lights when you push the brake pedal, most likely. I jumpered mine when I built my DeLorean because I just wanted all the lights to be on. You could basically just pinch it together, but we should do this the right way. We're going to do it the right way, and we're going to get these installed into the back of the dashboard. Okay, like I said, yes, the brake. Okay, so first, yeah, that is the brake light activation switch, and we are going to install it as per the instructions. Now you want to get this thing with the little plastic triangle pointing down. Okay, so let's get this. Let's see here. Yeah, it's gonna go from this side, and just it fits in. There's a pin. We're gonna put one screw in there. And we'll be right back. Alrighty, installing the brake pedal. So there's our switch in place, and this brake pedal has that little bulbous thing on there. We're going to put her in the notch, and then you'll see when you press the brake pedal, it makes those 2 pieces of metal contact each other. So to get this installed, I'm going to rest it right there on the side of the chassis, so that I can easily get the bracket on there. And we're going to put the bracket on with this facing down. That's really the only way it will fit. So, and then we're going to get a couple more EP screws here and here, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, she's in, and it works properly. Let's see. And this is like the bottom, the knee pad area, whatever you want to call it. There's no padding of the dashboard, so this will be in here like this, or like probably like that when we get her mounted up. So the brake pedal will be just down there, just like that. Nice. Okay, nice, awesome. All right, so there's our dash panel thing, and I want to be careful with that. If I break it, I am really screwed. Remaining wires were not used during this stage. Okay. All right, well, that's it for 38. We're saving these wires for later, and we're still saving the steering wheel and stalk components for later. So I have a staging area now set up with big trays where I'm keeping all of my save for later parts. It's a big thing with these part works is there's quite often always some parts and components and sub-assemblies floating around that are save it for later. Happens on every part work all the time. It's normal. It's some combination or conflagration of, well, we need to do this one thing, and these are all kind of similar, and they'll go, and maybe every now and then let's just give you a really fun, cool looking component in your monthly shipment, you know, to make you like, oh, look at that cool little thing I got this month. Even if you're not using them all, who knows? There's psychology behind it, I'm sure. Marketing, most likely. Either way, link in the comments below to Fanhome for the Ecto-1 USA and UK links. And oh boy, I love this thing. But like, subscribe, comment, all blah, 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 blah. You know, if you don't already have one of my stickers or something, go ahead, email, send in, maybe put a funny joke in the comments and then email me and request your sticker in repayment for making me giggle. That being said, have a nice day, everybody. Watch out for giant marshmallow men, and we'll see you next time on the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube, Pitstain Hobbies. Adios.